In 2006, Yahoo was still one of the most visited places on the internet. People used Yahoo Mail every day. They read news there. They searched the web there. Social networks were growing. They looked unstable. They looked expensive. That year, Yahoo discussed buying Facebook. The agreed price was $1 billion. Yahoo's stock declined. Leadership hesitated. CEO Terry Semel pushed to lower the offer to around $850 million. Mark Zuckerberg, then 22, declined. He did not need the money. He preferred control. Yahoo attempted to restore the original offer. The decision was already made. Yahoo chose to build its own social platforms instead. Projects launched. They faded. Facebook kept growing. By 2008, Facebook was valued near $15 billion. In 2012, Facebook went public at over $100 billion. Years later, Yahoo's core internet business sold for roughly $4.5 billion. In 1981, IBM wanted to enter the consumer computer market quickly. Time mattered. IBM needed an operating system immediately. It hired a small software company called Microsoft. Microsoft agreed to supply the system, but it insisted on one condition: the software would be licensed, not sold. IBM accepted. Microsoft delivered MS-DOS, adapted from software it purchased for about $50,000. IBM shipped millions of PCs. Competitors copied the design. They needed the same operating system. Microsoft licensed MS-DOS to all of them. IBM sold hardware. Microsoft controlled the software. By the 1990s, Microsoft dominated personal computing. In 2008, Nokia was the world's largest phone manufacturer. It sold over 400 million devices each year. Smartphones were emerging. Google discussed Android with Nokia early. CEO Olli-Pekka Kallasvuo declined. Nokia trusted its own platform, Symbian. Compared to Android and the iPhone, Symbian felt slow. Developers avoided it. Users noticed friction. Market share declined each year. In 2010, Nokia hired Stephen Elop. Nokia chose Windows Phone over Android. The bet failed. In 2013, Nokia sold its phone business to Microsoft for $7.2 billion. In 1999, Napster launched as a simple file-sharing program. It allowed users to share music directly. The software spread rapidly through college campuses. By early 2001, more than 26 million users were active. Record labels panicked. Instead of partnerships, lawsuits followed. On April 13, 2000, Metallica filed a high-profile case. The Recording Industry Association of America followed. Napster focused on legal defense. There were no subscriptions, no licensing deals, no alternate business model. In July 2001, a federal court ordered Napster offline. In 2003, Apple launched the iTunes Store. In 2004, Walt Disney Animation Studios released Home on the Range. The film earned about $145 million worldwide. Costs were high. CEO Michael Eisner had already decided. Hand-drawn animation shut down. Roughly 250 animators were laid off. The studio leaned on CGI and remakes. In 2006, Disney acquired Pixar for about $7.4 billion. On September 12, 2005, eBay announced it was acquiring Skype for $2.6 billion. CEO Meg Whitman believed voice calls would humanize auctions. Skype was built for friends, families, long conversations. eBay was built for listings, speed, silence. Most users did not want to talk.
eBay added call buttons to listings. Few used them. Growth stalled. By 2007, eBay wrote down over $1.4 billion of Skype's value. In 2009, eBay sold a majority stake in Skype for $1.9 billion. In 2011, Microsoft acquired Skype for $8.5 billion. In the late 1980s, Nintendo dominated gaming. It wanted to add CD technology. Nintendo partnered with Sony. Sony executive Ken Kutaragi helped develop the system. In January 1991, at the Consumer Electronics Show, Sony announced the partnership. The next day, Nintendo publicly canceled it. Nintendo partnered with Philips instead. The project failed. The CD add-on was never released. Sony reused the technology. In December 1994, Sony launched the PlayStation in Japan. In the early 1980s, Adidas led global sportswear. Soccer defined the brand. Basketball felt secondary. In 1984, rookie Michael Jordan entered the NBA. His agent approached Adidas first. Jordan wanted to sign with them. Adidas hesitated. Rookie shoe deals were typically modest. Adidas declined to bet heavily. Nike stepped in. In October 1984, Nike offered $500,000 per year for 5 years, plus a signature line and royalties. In 1985, the Air Jordan 1 launched. The NBA banned the shoe. Nike expected $3 million in sales. It made $126 million. By 2023, Jordan brand generated over $6 billion annually. On October 28, 2021, Meta renamed itself Meta. CEO Mark Zuckerberg declared the metaverse the future. Meta invested over $40 billion into Reality Labs. The division reported nearly $7 billion in losses across recent years. Employees met as avatars. Users tried virtual spaces. Most returned to their phones. Meta laid off over 21,000 employees. Focus shifted back to advertising and artificial intelligence. The vision remained.
Focus can also end compounding. In 2005, the New York Times Company bought About.com for $410 million. The site answered simple questions. It ranked well in search. It generated steady profit. But it was not journalism. In 2012, the Times sold About.com for roughly $300 million. The company chose focus. It returned attention to its core mission. The buyer, IAC, kept the site. It rebuilt the model, renamed it Dotdash, expanded commerce. By the early 2020s, Dotdash Meredith was valued in the billions. The sale reduced distraction. It also ended long-term growth. Across industries and decades, the pattern repeats. Each decision felt reasonable. Each reduced immediate risk. What was ignored accumulated slowly. Time waited. Then it collected.